14, wanted a motorbike. We didn't want him to have a motorbike. So they decided a microcar was a good place to start. And they got hold of the green Heinkel, which is behind me, and started to restore that. My husband was a heating engineer and he loved working with his hands. He was never happier than when he was getting mucky. Edwin wanted another car for himself, so he bought another one, and another one came up, and so it went on. And in those days, people were trying to get rid of these wretched little cars that they no longer wanted. You can have it for a five a go or a drink, or come and take it away, please. It was Edwin's hobby, and we'd always done all sorts of things together. So if you can't beat them, you join them. But I became interested in the history of these cars, why they'd started, why they came into existence. And people don't realise that there is this particular point in automotive history when these little cars came into being. So the manufacturers came up with these weird and wonderful little cars. Edwin died in 1998. At that time he'd already built a lot of the brick buildings, the workshop buildings further down, and he was planning on building a museum which would be twice the size of this one. And then unfortunately he got struck down by cancer, and I was left with this hole in my life, because we had been very, very close, and I was determined that if possible, somehow or another I could build his museum. I didn't know quite how I was going to do it. I'm so lucky in the fact that most of the members of the family are interested. One of them is my grandson Jamie, and he's passionate about them. So we have this open day once a year, always in July, the last Sunday in July, when we invite people to come, and it's about the only time these cars are seen by other people. Well, we think they have a fun day.
I enjoy it very much, yes. Seeing the same old faces again, and a few new ones. Seeing the same old cars, and a few other ones. It's good fun, and a lot of noise.
We try and make it as interesting as we can. When it's a one-day event, we usually try and have a driving skills test in one of the fields. Some silly little thing, just get the cars that have come here driving, because unfortunately none of ours are mobile. Although this year we've got our Heinkel, our German Heinkel, restored, and it's proudly been taken by its owner, my grandson Jamie, up to the National Microcar meeting this year. my favourite car, I like the look of it. It's the Sterling behind you, which is the only one of its kind in existence anymore. I like the shape of it. It reminds me of Edwin's Jensen Interceptor, believe it or not. We've got a photograph of them sitting side by side. And they've both got the same sort of smooth lines. But the family favourite is the Heinkel, which we've just restored. The Hammond Car Collection is in good hands. As far as the collection is concerned, I'm reasonably happy. My worries are for the archives, but we've got a lot of photographs and videos and things like that. And I'm anxious to try and put them in a charitable trust to make sure that they are in good hands. The cars will survive for as long as the family can keep this place here. Who knows what's going to happen in years to come. They may have to be sold off, but I'm hoping that they'll be kept for as long as possible.